Morning, YouTube's Upside DIY. I decided to just glue this on with some liquid nail. I didn't really have a really good metal bit to drill these holes for screws. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of like a decent way. Sometimes, there's like a plastic. It's kind of like a metal slash plastic and cement kind of base inside of this thing that I tightened up the little lug nut using some like needle nose, or it's just a nut holding the center thing. I need these spotlights just for some work, I guess, just in case, of just some craft projects or just computer repairs and I want to film it or something. I'll be trying to use a spotlight. And I floated, there's a little bit of space here and there. I floated the glue, so that means I didn't really smear it. I just so when it hardens, it's gonna form a thicker layer so that it's more supported and things don't really flat, And then how you glue these and get a really good glue is put some on the bottom and then put some on the top. So I added this piece of cardboard in here, but around this edge I already siliconed. You can see some, but I really just so that there would be some type of material for the base to be supported and then glued. So I put some of this liquid nail glue or adhesive on this side and then on this side, and this swirly thing is kind of how I floated. That's pretty much floated so that there's a little bit of support. These other tubes, I had two of them that I had taken apart, and I used a popsicle stick to kind of smoothen it, just to get it towards the edge of the piece. And then now I'm going to just pick this up and then try to get it decently on there. The main reason why I want to show this video is just how to glue, some type of how to glue hardware kind of together. You basically have glue on both surfaces sometimes, like this, and hopefully, and I tightened the nut on this, and there's a little bit of glue underneath this piece of cardboard. It's not a whole lot, but it's just to help have some material in the center, because this bottom piece is different. It's not the plastic like on the other lamp. So I could have did it a little bit better underneath, but that's fine for this. And then when I put the cover on, it's going to hopefully touch the edge of this glue and then have a decent bond after it dries. And then hopefully I don't really, for $2 or $2.50, whatever it costs for the, I used kind of basically, 4 tubes. I got to patch up the 55-gallon barrels that I had, which are probably worth $60 each. Maybe, they were used. One was okay, but it covered up scratches at the bottom of it. Probably one had a little chip or something, but it wasn't all the way through. But these glues are really good, for fixing older things, and then you get to use them like it was brand new for cheap. So these glues were under $10, and then I fixed 2 lamps, one and then the other one, and then I fixed 2 tubs You know, it's not a bad deal. So I cut off the nozzles using you know, this razor blade, and then I actually I wanted to just cut it right on the end of that tip, but to get these pushers or plungers out, I actually had to cut the tube. But that's okay. I got to use, you know, most of the glue. So I'm gonna pick this up, and then I'm gonna put this onto the lamp. So that's about as clean as I get it. The foam piece actually to the cardboard could be glued a little better. I could also add a little tape to keep things more secured. I'm gonna have to touch this up. As you can see, it's not really like the work area that I have. It's pretty convenient, and you know, I just clean these up and then store my supplies somehow. But you know, it's pretty much a good home stuff that I do that's home, and I could probably just smoothen out certain areas, but it's glued back. It's better, and I glued it the best that I could. So it's pretty much finished, and then I got another decent spotlight to so these things are getting done out the way. The this area right here, I've got most of my electronics and things. I do take notes of future projects type of things, whereas I'm going to show you. Hold on. So I'm going to make this bicycle rim holder. It's going to be mainly outside. I want to put a little you know, probably a garbage bag type of tarp that I'm going to try to make, and maybe just hang it over the top so the rain doesn't really ruin everything. I'm going to paint it. I've got most of the wood. I just need to go underneath this floor because I've got like a pile, you know, some 2x4s, some brand new ones. I'm working under the house and things like that. But this bicycle rack, you know, I want to design a stand type of thing. You know, there's all things with bicycles that like that right there. They're pretty convenient. You know, they're faster than walking and things, but you just kind of want to you know, keep them working good, and maybe have better parts and things like that. So I'm gonna be trying to try to you know, I can't really see it, and the light switch is over there. But you know, you gotta have safety helmets. You gotta have, you know, a lock and a light. You know, just in case you're riding at night. You want to be able to see what's in front of you, you know, and things like that. And then they're pretty fun. So once I build this, I'm going to show you guys that, and hopefully this is going to be outside where all the sorting stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to try to clear that area and part out a lot of things. I just don't really have an idea of kind of the space. You know, I just put stuff in certain areas where I'm going to be doing things like this. I'm going to be trying to, you know, make aquarium moldings, and who knows what's kind of possible. So I'm sorting out things. I'm tools, gaming, and tanking, but kind of just finally just saying, heck, I gotta finish these lights, gluing these light bases on, and have that available to I've also with the bicycle thing, it's really pretty good that I've tested using vinegar to clean off rust. And here's some inner tubes that I found. There's only 2 of them or something like that, but and you know, with the bike rims that I don't use, I could try to make other things with those. And so I found this little Torx screw, and then I tested it versus some rocks. The rocks, you can use muriatic acid or something like that, and then it'll like eat up all the dirt, but not the quartz or something like that. Here's a little jar of vinegar. Vinegar removes rust from metal, so you know, there's rust in the air and things. If you you know, breathe rust in, and then it, you know, and you know, even iron in your body, you need to breathe some vinegar to kind of stop the or unclog some iron inside of your immune system. By me mentioning breathing it in, just open a bottle of vinegar and just, you know, breathe in through your mouth and your nose, and then you should pretty much feel a little better and more awake and clear-minded. So kind of I don't know. I made this bigger type of bottle net. With this, you could actually put bait on this cap, and then maybe I have to solder a few holes on each of these sides so that the scent of the food goes out more, and then they could find a way in, and hopefully just depends. Maybe this hole might be a little too big, but maybe I might get a big fish. But I'm pretty sure in here it smells like the detergent that was in there, and I don't know. We'll just have to see about bottle netting and just having one at first. And I mean, I do know a good spot, but you know, it's just regular guppies. But they get pretty you know, wild guppies. You never know. But it'll be interesting if I get into tanking things. And here's, you know, a nice piece of acrylic plastic that I found. But it's not bad. I have to basically. I had to poke little pilot holes for the staples. The plastic was a little too thick, and the staples would just bend. So I just used you know, just one side, you know, some needles, and just, you know, started some pilot holes, and then I used that stapler, and then finished the staple, and then I kind of bent what I could so that it'll hold on pretty decently. But hopefully this bottleneck, it'll just be good sitting inside of a bucket. I have other smaller bottlenecks that are so I could basically just keep and store that, you know. I'm just waiting to use the soldering iron again. I'm just accumulating as much the stuff that I have to work on so that I can basically just do them all at once. There's not any real rush, but having a bucket and a bottle net in your trunk, you could probably go bottle net fishing and get like fish all the time, and then just take them, I guess, to breed. But my bottle net setup is it's kind of this backpack right here. It's got like 2 or 3, but you know, it's got some bottle nets in there. And I use this because I kind of ride a bike more, and then it's got containers to basically hopefully put the fish. And I would actually right away quarantine the fish with salt water. Bring a little salt with you, and then maybe actually like a bottle of clean water, and then just make a little, you know, salt quarantine at first, and then they'll probably start getting really cleaned up right when you catch them with bottle nets and stuff like that. So I'm gonna finish sorting out stuff and everything. You know, I'm trying to organize stuff for the maximum fun. So I'll talk to you guys next time. And this is just some craft stuff. Alright, take it easy, bye.